Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy D Nally, aka Don Squally. You guessed it, back at it with another Forza Horizon 5 build video. Hope you guys have been enjoying the new Forza as much as I have been. I've just been playing it like a mofo. So yeah, man, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. If you can tell from the title of today's video, today's request is coming from Carl's Jr., and he wants to see that Adam LZ E36 build. Now, I'm not going to lie, I do not own a single BMW in this game. This will be my first, unless I've won one and then sold it, I'm not really sure. But what we're going to have to do is search out this 1997 E36 BMW. And I think we're just going to go ahead and purchase it in this blue here. Now, generally, when you think of an E36 M3, this is the color that it usually comes in, man. Let's be honest here. So now that we got all that out of the way, I think it's time to jump into the upgrades and tuning section of this game. Now, for those of you guys who know, this thing, I believe, has a 2JZ swap in it. Absolute monster, just a ripper. And I think there was a recent accident in this thing recently. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this thing could be under repairs at the time of me making this video, but that's okay, because you know its legacy will live on through videos like this and the ones that Adam has posted. Let's be honest, my videos probably aren't going to get nearly as many views as his, but now that we got that, I think we're going to keep the stock wing on here. It does look like he has a bigger modified version of this wing, but I don't think we're going to be able to find that in Forza, so we're just going to stick with the stock wing here. Next up comes the tires. I think we're going to go with a drift tire compound on this thing. Again, as I usually do with these drift builds, I like to widen up the front tires, leave the rear the way that they are. That's going to give us more grip up front and obviously less at the back. So now comes the time to find the wheels here. Now this has a very thin spoke, no lip on it, so I think we're going to skim through a few options here and find something that I like. So I think we're going to keep it simple, throw on these OZs. This has the similar style to what Adam has on his BMW. We're going to go and upgrade 19s or 19s. I think 19s are going to be too big, man. We're going to go 18s on this thing, both front and back here. Now, one thing I'm noticing that's disappointing is we don't have the option to widen the track width, which is unusual because this thing here is very much a drift car. I mean, this car predominantly gets used for drifting. I mean, the M3 I'm talking about as a whole. And there's no option to like widen your track width. That's a little disappointing, man. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder about the thought process that goes into the decisions that get made while, you know, creating games like Forza. I mean, why wouldn't I be able to adjust the offset on this vehicle? It's something that you know, if there's any vehicle that needs to be adjusted, it's this one, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, we're going to keep it moving, and sorry about my rant there. We are going to do some weight reduction as well as a cage in this thing. Now, we do have the RB26 in here. Unfortunately, there's no 2JZ option, which is another decision that I will not understand. When you think of the most common Japanese engine swap, a lot of people put these engines inside of different cars. The 2JZ is like the, you know, the Japanese LS engine, not an RB26. I mean, don't get me wrong, the RB26 is pretty badass too, but nobody's sticking an RB26 inside of a, you know, a classic muscle car. They are doing that with the 2JZs quite often. So again, sorry for my rant. we got our parts installed here, 68,000 credits on top of what I think we paid 25 grand for this vehicle. Now that we got that out of the way comes the designs and paint. So we're going to go ahead and paint this car. Now I believe this is a wrap that Adam has on his car, and it's essentially the same OEM color, but with just a little bit more purple. Now, go figure, we're unable to modify the OEM color, but I'm going to go ahead and make a few changes to this color right here. Now, the crappy thing about being at this house is the fact that, well, you're at the mercy of the day and the nighttime in order to see properly, so it's really hindering my ability here to perfect this color, but I think we're gonna go ahead and drop that on there right now. Now the wheels are going to stay blacked out on this one. Calipers can stay red, those don't really matter to me. And then obviously we're gonna have to go ahead and tint the windows, not because I don't even think Adam has his BMW tinted, but I like the look of it, so we're gonna go ahead and do it. So quite a few things on this build I wish that were different. Obviously having an actual 2JZ engine would have been fantastic. You know, the fact that we couldn't adjust the offset on the wheels really triggered me. I almost want to speak to Forza Horizon's manager and pull a Karen out here. But overall, I think we've otherwise nailed the look of this thing. I'm looking at pictures on Adam's Instagram, and I mean, we're pretty darn close. You know, the color is the color. I'm gonna have to wait till the sun comes up, to be quite honest, to get a better look at it. I might have to go back and make some adjustments, but it actually doesn't look terribly off. Now, in the last, I don't know when these videos, what order I'm putting these up, but we did the S15, Adam LZ S15 Drift HQ build, and that was an easy vehicle to drift. This thing I'm already noticing is not. It's just, it's very squirrely, it's very all over the place. I don't know if this is a BMW thing, but compared to the S15, just because I did those builds like back to back, like I just did that video prior to me starting to do this one, it's just actually, you know what, once you get the hang of it, it's actually quite controllable. It's just, maybe it's the power to that motor that's really throwing me off, because when the turbo kicks in, it just spins the tires. I guess as long as you're ready for it, it's not the worst thing ever. Coming in hot. Ooh, damn. Okay, this one's not too bad either. This one's good. I like this. We got a barn find here. I'm gonna have to go ahead and find that once I put an end to this video. I like seeing what's in the barns, you know. Sometimes it makes for some pretty decent content. But this thing, just an absolute beauty. I am loving it. So yeah, I don't know, if you guys want a decent BMW drift build, I mean, this one actually is surprising me right now. I thought it was going to be just a complete pile of dog crap, but it's actually pretty decent, man. And the color's looking good too. I don't think we did a terrible job on the color. Well, I don't think I did a terrible job on the color. So yeah, let's fast travel back to the house here, just for a couple of glamour shots here down by the water now. This, we're not even on my street here, man. Where's my house at? I guess we could park in any of these houses, really, to get the shot. But yeah, let's post up down here and get a better look of this paint job. One thing I do like about this game is, well, this view right here of this house. This is just, this is great. Makes me feel like I really actually own this place. But I'm thinking we are probably going to wrap this one up. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you guys do have any requests that you do want to see on the channel, don't forget to let me know down in the comments section. You know, overall, I'm pretty happy with the way that this build turned out. I think the color of it is really what ties it together and makes it look like Adam's, aside from the wheels not being aggressive or actually having the 2J in it. I still think it looks pretty dope, man. But if you guys did enjoy this one, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more and you're not subscribed yet, definitely do so. And with that being said, I am your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, and we're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Recovery of a lifetime. Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh! Fuck! Yeah, just keep on rolling there. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about the racer or anything.